Okay, we are officially live. First of all, I just want to thank anyone who's tuning in to this broadcast, whether it's live or you're looking at the pre-recorded replay of this. We just want to thank you for coming out to our Hangout. This is something that we do every Monday, every Thursday, and every Saturday at 7 to 7:30. If you want to actually make sure that you stay plugged in, if you're looking at this on YouTube, just look in the description bar and you'll see a hyperlink that'll lead you to the landing page where we'll always have the replay at, or even the live video. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just introduce myself right quick, and then I'm going to let the other guys on the panel introduce themselves, and then we'll be getting into what we're going to be discussing today. Actually, today we're going to be doing it kind of like half and half. On one part of the actual Hangout, I'll be going over some updates that I've done on the team training site, and on the other half, we'll be furthering our discussion on setting up a lead generating system based off of landing pages and an email client such as MailChimp. Okay, well, my name is Warble J. Parker. I'm one of the founders of the Big Network. We're actually an independent marketing network inside of the Wake Up Now business opportunity. I've been actually involved in the opportunity for about 45 days now. I'm loving every bit of it. We have the opportunity of going out here and actually setting families free by teaching them how to actually save money, manage money, and make money. And looking forward to the journey, looking forward to the possibilities of what we're going to be able to do with this opportunity. Okay, James, why don't you go ahead and just introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is James Parker. Been in the business a little over a month now. Been exposed to internet and network marketing at a young age, but this is the first time I really got into it and actually working in it as a business for the first time.
Okay, the next guy on the microphone is the Meister. Go ahead, Trey, and just introduce yourself.
I'm Trey. I've been in the business for a month now. I got introduced to it by Orville, and I've just always heard him. And I was brought up with marketing, and I always hear about marketing and personal development, and this combines them. It can't lose, so jumped in.
Okay, cool. Trey, I'm going to have you turn your mic up just a little bit if you can. Okay, that's good.
Better?
Say something now.
Hello?
Still kind of low for some reason. Are you going straight through the computer or are you using your headset?
I'm using my headset.
If you look down in your tray, there should be like a audio icon. Go ahead and click on that, and then click on Mixer. Now, do you see anything for your microphone on that? If not, just try to find your control panel and go through sound on your control panel.
Okay.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just really, let me see which one you guys want to do first. You want to look at the updates first, or you want to go ahead and talk about the landing pages now? I know you guys are excited about showing your landing pages.
Let's do the show our landing pages first.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, Trey, I think you might be okay. I think I might have just turned my volume down. Hold on one second. Okay, say something now, guys.
Hello?
Yes. Wow, I just had one of the moments, man. I actually hit my button on my actual microphone.
See, it's contagious.
I'm thinking it was Trey's mic was down. Okay, so you guys want to go with landing page. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so let's get everybody back to where we're at first. I'm going to share my screen and get us back to Insta pages. You guys can go ahead and pull up yours.
Mine's been up all day.
Okay, so give me 1 second. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just bring the audience up to speed real quick, and then we'll transition into what we're going to be doing. Okay, guys, let me know when you can see the Insta page.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give the audience a summary. Basically, a couple of days ago, we started talking about how to actually set up a free landing page with a service called InstaPage. And this is a cloud-based service that allows you to be able to go in and set up different types of landing and squeeze pages. And it's really cool because they have a free tier. Then you can upgrade to I think it's like a $15 a month tier that you can upgrade to. And it's really cool because it integrates with services such as Mailchimp, Aweber, GetResponse, and it allows you to be able to actually put a wall in between your traffic and your offer, and that way you can start building a list. You know, we all heard that the money is in the list, and actually I was looking at a statistic on this, and it says that when you build a mailing list of targeted people, that mailing list becomes very valuable, and each subscriber that you have on that mailing list will earn you an average of $1 a month. So you got to think about a lot of these guys out here, they got 50, 20,000 people on their mailing list. And I even heard of one guy that's in the business opportunity arena. He has over 500,000 people on his mailing list. And these are buyers. These are people that buy some form of business opportunity or money-making program. And he has 500,000 on his list. Think about the money that you're able to generate with that. But they say the average person on your list is worth an average of $1 a month to you. Now, what we did was you have to go back and look at the actual training that we did before this one. And I actually went in and I gave you a tour of the back office of Instapage. I showed you a landing page that I had set up. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to let the two guys on the panel, because they had a challenge to go in and set their landing pages up. And I'm going to let them go ahead and just share with you guys their landing pages and just tell us a little bit about, you know, what they did and why they did what they did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to the regular screen. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, which one of you guys want to go first and share your landing page?
Don't matter.
Okay, James, you go ahead and go first. Just take control of it and then.
All right, can y'all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start with this one first. But hold on, let me go back real quick.
I'm gonna interrupt for 1 minute. Trey, can you mute your mic?
Yeah.
All right, can y'all hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. With this one right here, I used one of my domains I just recently picked up as inspiration for it, and that domain was Let's Go Residual. And this screen page was pretty much designed around residual income to get them enticed and to teach them about what residual income is, and to get them to opt in to learn more about it. And as you can see, I got a pretty nice picture in the background. And what I did was I tried to pull some of the colors from the picture to grab their attention in the wording. So I used the yellow in the words at the top, and then it says what is residual income. And then right here, it says it is income that continues to be generated after the initial effort has been put forth. Did that in white so it draws them into the middle part. Then enter your email to learn how to grow residual. And then you put your email in, and then the opt-in button right here says let's go residual. So instead of saying click here or click here to enter, it says let's go residual for them to click on that. Now that's the main page, and thanks to Trey, he caught a problem. I thought I had did what I called myself doing separate pages with different things, but what I really did was just messed up the original one. So you can kind of see right here on B, it's still the same. On C, I pulled out a different color to try to capture their attention. I use an orange on this one, as you can see up here in the wording. And then down on the button, I changed it to orange. Now this variation D right here, it really wasn't supposed to be for this landing page. I had made a completely different one, but I misunderstood that it was just a variation of the first one. So when I didn't save it, it didn't save it, but I just kind of explained it to you guys what it is. Oh, never mind. I must have deleted that one. So I went on and did a red one also. And I pulled from the leaves of the trees on the right-hand side of the picture. And I did the button the same way. Now, I also did a totally separate landing page too. And I'm gonna go back so you guys can tell me what you think about this one right here. All right, hold on one second. For some reason, the video's not playing now.
Okay, just let us know when you're ready.
All right. I'm going to show you on this one right here because I haven't published it yet. So as you see, this one right here is wake up now, wake up your mind now, and this is a page for the business opportunity of Wake Up Now. And as you can see, you know, it says, do you want to learn how to save money? Misspell. I forgot to do a spell check right there. Get out of debt and get paid to help others. And then it's got the video right here. If you click on it, okay, it's not letting me play it, but it'll play a video of a 5-minute presentation of the Wake Up Now presentation. And then at the bottom of it, it says Wake Up Now is a social media marketing company that markets products and services. A few of those services are a financial management program and 100% all-natural energy drink, just to name a few. And on this right here was different, and what I liked about it was not only did it capture their email, it also asked for their name and their phone number. Okay, now I'm going to go back and let you guys show yours.
Okay, I just want to comment on yours first before Trey show his. I really like what you did with both of those. You know, with both of them, you did really good with them. I mean, the headline, the copy, like you say, you know, just actually taking and customizing everything so you had the same type of thing, and then you had your call to action inside your buttons. Very good on that. I like the contrast of the other one too, and I think that one actually will be a more targeted lead because, like you say, they have to do a little bit more. They have to leave their name and their phone number, which is really good because it allows you to be able to actually follow up by phone.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about that is that, you know, with the whole Wake Up Now business opportunity, one of the best things you can do is get that actual hot lead on the phone. So that way you can make an actual connection with them that way. And your conversions will be a lot higher if you get them on the phone. I like the concept of the video. I like the concept of the color scheme also too. So really good job on those. Let me ask you a question now. In the process of making those, did you run into any problems or any stop points or anything like that that gave you an issue with it?
Yeah, the problems I ran into was what actually to write in the spaces. And I went through a couple of different variations of it, of each one of them. And then the video, I kind of knew which video I wanted for that one. And so I built the page around the video.
Okay. Now, how easy would you say that was to be able to work with that kind of software from a person that never worked with it before? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very easy, 1 being very hard, where would you rate the whole Instapage platform?
I would say it's a 9 out of 10 as far as difficulty. The only problem I had with it was when you try to edit, it would throw it back to a default setting and you have to start all over again. But once you figure out what to do, and when I figured out, if you just right-click on the lane that you're trying to re-edit after you deleted it, it'll go to the settings that you had put in there.
Okay, cool. Well, good job. Really, really good job. Okay, Trey Meister, we're going to let you go ahead and go up and show us what you got.
Can you see it? So you can see it now.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. So mine was kind of like James's first one, except I was trying to change the wording around and like I was experimenting with how like the language as like instead of the template, and so like I was like trying different. Actually, like their slogan a lot more, because like I was trying different wordings and um, different ways to do it, and I found that like it's really hard to make the two separate texts flow together because there's that space, and so you have to like. And then what I did was that I was focused on making the background picture and the words flow together, and so like they kind of complement each other. Like right here, I was trying to do the blues, and then the yellow as far as it's like shiny, and then the very bright colors, and then I was trying to make this stand out, but also agree with the background. And then right here, I have it to where it pushes through, and I'll get a list of all the emails, and then I'll have a conversion rate, and then I have the call to action right here. So enter your email below to discover now. And so it almost implies that they have to do this right now. If they don't, like they'll lose it. And it just puts people into like a state of where they have like a split decision right there. And most people, their fear will kick in so that they'll be like, I really want to do this. I don't want to lose this opportunity. So I'm put my email in right now. I also have the now emphasized right here in bold colors, and then the blue and yellow contrast again. And that's just my page.
Okay, good job, Trey Hicks, good job. Again, I like the color that you did with it. Really stands out, really catches your eye. I like your copy. Only thing I'd have done different, I added can, and I saw you miss can in your copy. Pull it back up for a minute.
He's it.
Not yet. I see you still.
Oh, got you, right here. Oh, I see it.
You see what I was talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the only thing I'm just messing with you on it. But no, that was good. Again, strong call to action, like you say, adding an exclamation point behind it and saying now is actually you're doing a command almost in a sense, and that's really good because you're telling them to go ahead and get it done now, which is good. Everything about what you did was good. I like the headline, like the colors, like the text, the call to action. You guys did a really good job on those. I'm gonna pull my old one up. I didn't really get in and do anything else with it, but I want to show the people what I had done yesterday. I don't even know if it's still in format because I was messing with it yesterday during the training. Let me pull it up right quick so I can show them. Give me 1 minute. Okay, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just pull up both of them that I had worked on yesterday. So give me 1 minute. Let me share my screen. Let me know when you guys can see that.
We can see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Okay, so basically this was one of the ones that I had made yesterday with the help of the guys on the panel because we came up with the headline and stuff together while we were doing it yesterday. It says, Go Residual, you can build a $600 per month residual income stream in as little as 60 days working from anywhere. Again, the picture ties in to what that says. This guy's working from anywhere. He's sitting on the beach working. Let's go. Call to action. Enter your email to find out how on that. I really like this one because I like the contrast in the background and the box. The box really stands out. Looks like it's floating because the background is actually a contrast based different color, and it's a smooth color in the back, so the bolds stand out. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is pull up the other one that I done. This is the other one that we played around with yesterday, and this was more of something that we would just experiment with that would go with football. We just grabbed a random picture off the internet. It says, "Did you know you can make money sharing a healthy energy drink while enjoying the game of football?" Enter your email below to get this ebook. Okay, that should say something else. That was actually part of the template there. So you could say enter your email below to find out how, and then the same thing with the button. But just wanted to let you guys see that you can actually tie something into a specific niche also too. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna go to the updates first, if that's okay with you guys, and then we'll switch back over to MailChimp, because what I'm going to have you guys do is, while we're actually on the call tonight, I'm going to have you guys go ahead and sign up for MailChimp while we're on the call tonight. Shouldn't take you guys nothing but 5 minutes to do that. And I'm going to show some things to you guys that you can do with that also too. Here, let's tell you what, let's go ahead and transition to MailChimp. Let me go over to MailChimp right now. So hold on one second. Let me know when you guys can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, well, basically to our audience who's joining us now, this is actually a platform that you could use out there to be able to manage an email list. And the way that this is going to work is, and the way this should work is that when you actually are prospecting out there and generating leads, statistics show that the average person will have to actually hear your message or get an exposure from you 5 to 7 times before they either buy or join you in a business opportunity. So unfortunately, a lot of times when individuals market out there online, offline, what they usually do is they usually use what we call like a shotgun approach. You know, they actually talk to a lot of people. They throw things against the wall, hope it stick, but they don't have any kind of way of following up with that person unless they put together some type of system to follow up. If I was talking to somebody offline, I was talking to them face to face, I would try to exchange a phone number with them so that way I can call them back in the future, because I wouldn't depend on them calling me back, because either A, people get busy in their lives so they forget, B, out of sight, out of mind, they might decide not to do it. So you always want to have a way of being able to follow up. So that brings us to the internet. On the internet, you know, you have to have the same system in place. Unless you're going to actually exchange some type of way of being able to contact them via Skype or something like that, you're going to have to be able to put some type of system in place that's going to allow you to be able to follow up with your prospects. So what you do is you put a wall in between your prospect and what you're going to share with them. And that's what we've been kind of looking at today. Is these are what you call squeeze pages. Now the difference on a squeeze page and a traditional landing page is that a landing page would just be a page that would be optimized around whatever type of content or whatever type of message or offer you're doing, and it won't have an opt-in form like this. It would just allow them to be able to land on a page that's relevant to the ad that you were running. And then either you would deliver your offer on that page or you would push them on through to another page where you would have your offer and your information at. What a squeeze page does is it does exactly what it says. It forces them, or it squeezes some type of contact out of them. Like right here, this is going to actually have them be required to put in their email address to get access to the information. Now, we've seen earlier that James had a form that required them to put their first name, their email address, and their phone number in there. And you can have them fill out whatever information you want to. But now what you're going to want to do is, with different markets, you're going to want to test out your opt-in forms, because certain demographics are okay filling out a short form. Certain demographics are okay with filling out a long form. Now, the more information you get from them, the better a lead is going to be. But a lot of times what you'll see happen is that your conversion rates will go down with the more information that you require them to give you. So that's why you'll want to do tests and test some things out. But the way this works is when a person puts their email address, there's a couple things that happens with the Instapage software. First of all, they're going to end up being added to a list. Then once you sign up for Instapage, you can actually go in here and you can actually click right here inside where you see the email icon at, and it will show you your lead. This is just me opting in for illustration purposes. But you might end up having 10 to 15 leads here. Then you have a choice. Okay, when you're working with the paid version, it doesn't allow you to integrate any other software with there to make this more automated. So you would literally have to go in and grab the email addresses and manually send them more information. Now, another option that we saw yesterday was that you can click here and you can download the actual list in text, CSV, or XLS format. Now, this is a way that you can actually still work the two without paying for Instapage. Now, this piece of software here is called MailChimp, and what this allows you to do is it allows you to be able to build an email list and also manage it. And when I say manage it, I mean to be able to organize it and also to be able to communicate with that list. Now, this software here works hand in hand with the software here, because now you could take the leads from here that you got back from here, you can download them in one of these formats, then you can log into this software and actually import them into the software. Now, what we're going to have the guys do today is, because yesterday I showed them the back office, I'm going to go ahead and log in right quick so you guys can kind of see that. Okay, this is just an account I had set up to start getting ready to do some things I'm getting ready to do and to use for training purposes. Now, I'm not going to get too heavy off in this, but basically what this is broke down into, what you'll see here is you'll see what they call campaigns. Now, a campaign is any time you want to send something out to your list. That's called a campaign. Now, you can actually create templates. Now, a template could be used, like if you're going to be sending out a regular newsletter, you would want to create a template for your newsletter, so that way your basic newsletter will have the similar format every time it goes out. This helps with your brand, and this helps with familiarity, but it also helps with your overall relationship, because when a person, repetition is the mother, okay, of all skill sets, all communication, all relationships. So the more you send something to a person that has consistency to it, the deeper and the better you're going to build that relationship. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what the templates look like. When you click on templates, you can actually go here to create a template, and all you do is click on that. And then if you'll notice, it has just all kind of different formats that you can do. You could do one column, you could do one column with the band, you could do 1 to 3 columns, and what they're talking about is, if you look right in here, like this is 1 and 2 columns, so 1 column up here, 2 columns here, 3 columns there. And then if you notice, as you go down here, you can get off into some more advanced things like adding your RSS feed. And what that basically means is that this software has the ability of putting a piece of technology in there that will allow the person to be able to pull up all your previous newsletters. So not just the one you're sending out, but all of them. Okay, so what we're going to do now is go back. So you have templates, okay? Now, this is a template I made for a newsletter I'm going to be actually sending out based around what I'm doing now. And I called it the Freedom Manifesto. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to come in and you'll want to play with a concept for a regular newsletter. Now, this is the thing. When you set up an email list, you're going to be doing multiple touch points and multiple types of communication with them. Some things you might do is you might say, okay, look, I want to communicate in an official way with my list once a week. So one of the ways that you can do this is by creating a newsletter. Okay, now with a newsletter, it's almost, you know, it's a more advanced or more fancier way of sending an email. And with MailChimp and most of your clients out there, such as Aweber and GetResponse and all those different ones, GVO, they all allow you to be able to put together either a text-based newsletter, you know, which would be no pictures, just all text, or an HTML-based one that kind of looks like a web page when you send it to them. Now, if you notice here, okay, again, very simple software. This is really just really click and edit type of software. So like if I clicked here and I clicked on that, if you'll notice over here, I get this what you see is what you get editor that comes up, and I'm able to go in and change like my style, which is like my font size, things like that. I'm able to change like the amount of columns I'm using, and then I'm able to edit the content right here. Then all I do is click save and close when I'm done. Now here I can add pictures, links, and things like that to create what you see over here. Now, give me 1 second. Now you'll also notice that I'm able to do a couple other things. I'm able to add image groups, so I can put a gallery inside mine. I can add image and caption. I could do social sharing buttons. I could put a button with a call to action that, like, when they click the button, it could take them to a landing page or to a website or something like that. I can go in and actually make adjustments on my footer. And just to kind of show you, this is my footer right here right now. I haven't really done anything with that right now. So if you notice here, this is where I would go in, like I would add my company's name for copyright and all that kind of stuff there with the footer. Okay, but templates will save you a lot of time because all you would have to do is that grab a template out, edit it, and send it out. I mean, so it's almost like it's a very optimized way of being able to keep up with your list. Like what I might do with this one, just to show you, I might always change the content here with something short, sweet, and simple. Okay, I would see and leave this the same, so this is actually leading them to one of my I'll show you. Okay, so give me a second here. It might not let me do it since I don't have it published yet. Here, let's go to preview. Let's see if it'll let me do it in preview mode. Okay, so here it is here in preview mode. Oh yeah, by the way, this is how it would look on a mobile device over here. So they optimize it for mobile. Okay, so let's say for instance that I was going to click here. It took them to a landing page that I have set up. So you can literally run campaigns or create a marketing funnel using your actual newsletter there. Okay, so that's a powerful thing you could do with it there. Okay, now this right here is what you call list. Now the way a list works is that you want to have different lists for different campaigns in a sense. Okay, like this list here is based around a postcard campaign and some online advertisement that I'm doing. Okay, that's what this list is set up for. Now, the actual Freedom Manifesto, this is a list that I'm building from my blog, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing that in a second also too. And then this is around a product that I'm launching. Okay, so what we'll do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to the landing page we were just at so you guys can see how this will work. Okay, this is one of my landing pages that I have that I'm getting ready to use for my campaigns. Okay, in the back, I have a dark background with almost like a watermark or silhouette of our team members, because the actual thing that I'm using to advertise or promote this landing page is it is a card. It's a card that has a lot of the distributors and the business opportunity that we're involved in on this card. And so what I'm gonna do is let me go get the card right quick and I can show you guys. Hold on one second.
No data. That looks pretty cool. I like the colors on it. The red, the burgundy.
Okay, so I'm give me one second. I'm gonna switch back over so you guys can. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys the actual card that I'm using. Okay, so I'm gonna put it up in the camera so you guys can kind of see the copy and stuff. Now, again, it's just very simple. Live a big life, wake up paid with us, and you'll notice I got pictures of a lot of the IBOs or the distributors that are in our company. So it's talking about this whole team thing. And then on the back, I talk about how they can make $600. Okay, now what I'm doing with this right here is I'm using this card almost like a business card. So I'm handing them out person to person. So as I go out through my day and I go to the gas station or wherever I go to, if I see somebody that looks like they fit into the demographics that I'm trying to reach with this actual campaign, I will hand deliver them one of these, give it to them, and tell them that if they're interested, go ahead and check out the information. My contact info is on the page, and then I give them this right here. Now I'm also taking this card and I'm running ads on Craigslist, and I'm using what they call an image ad. So when they actually go on Craigslist or Backpage, they'll see a headline for the ad, and when they open the ad up, this card is going to be sitting there like a picture. And then it's going to have where they can click on the actual picture, and then they will be taken to that same landing page that you just saw. So this is around that campaign there. Okay, so I'm going to take you guys back to the landing page. Okay, so anyway, they put in their first name and their email address here. Okay, then what happens is they're going to be added to this list here. So now with this particular list here, I can actually track my return on investments for what I'm doing with that. Because I know the only way that a person can access that page there is based off if they came from one of those postcards or they came from one of the online classified ads that I'm doing with the postcard there. But now this is how I'm able to track if they came from one of the the classified ads. I am using something like, let me go here for a second and show you guys. Okay, I'm using something like this right here. Okay, basically Bitly is a URL shortener that allows me to be able to, when you sign up for this, you can get a free account. Then what you can do is you can take this URL here, which is Wake Up Pay with Us, the one that I have on the postcards. I could put it inside of Bitly, and it's going to throw me out another URL that kind of looks like this, Bitly, whatever. Okay, but what that allows me to do with this software is it allows for me to be able to track on the back end how many people came to this landing page from the classified site. So that way I'm able to separate it some, okay? And then what it'll look like here, in the back here, when I get a total number now, I can actually tell how many of them came from the ad and how many of them came from the postcard. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah, it's like a filter.
Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, so it allows me to be able to track the two. But now I know with this right here, this is a campaign here. Okay, that's a marketing campaign. So the way it will work is that I would create specific campaigns to go out to this list that I have here. Okay, for this one here, I would create specific campaigns to go out to that one there. Now again, what you want to do is you want to come in and you want to create a list to try to separate your big list some, so that way you could tell. Now, as you get going, you could do some really cool things with it because, excuse me, even though you got them separated here in your back office of MailChimp, you can pull all the names together again. Then you can separate them by other criteria. Okay, you can have a list of all prospects. Then as they buy your product or service or join you in your business opportunity, you can start segmenting all those names to a separate list. Then that becomes a list of all the people that's been bought your product or service or all the people that joined you in that business. And the reason why you want to do that is because your marketing message is going to be different to that list. Because if your list to your buyers, your messages to your buyers should be a different type of message to the people that haven't bought yet. So that's why you want to get in and you want to segment them out. Okay, now here, this is a real interesting piece of software here, because when you upgrade, you can upgrade to their paid account. I think their paid account is really cheap. I want to say it's like $14. It's $10 a month, I think, something like that. Really inexpensive. This used to be a free option, but they made it a paid option because they added some more functionality to it, made it a lot better. But anyway, when you upgrade to a paid account, what you're able to do then is when you send a person to one of these landing pages and they opt in, or like to this one, and they opt in, what this piece of software allows you to be able to do is you're able to go in and create pre-made emails that you want to send out. So now picture this. If you were doing this manually, you would have to create a calendar, and you will have to go in and make sure that you actually tap into your calendar to decide when you want to send out your emails. Now, that could be cool if you're an organized person. But if you're not an organized individual, that can end up being a workload on you because you could forget it, you could wait till the last minute, or you might have something else that's more pressing to do. But by actually tapping into an autoresponder, you could take a dead day out your week or a dead day out your month, and you can literally go in and write all your emails that you want to send out for that week or for that month. I know there's some guys that they'll create a series of emails anywhere from 10 to I've seen as high as 50 something. And they'll have those already made, and they'll go out over a course of months, to this list. And that allows them to be able to build a relationship with their list because they're having multiple touch points once a week, a couple times a week. Some people send an email to their list every day. Now, this is the thing. The only way you can pull off sending them every day is you have to have high value content, because that's too much frequency for a person if you're not giving them value. Now, one of the things that you want to actually make sure you don't do is constantly pitch to your list, constantly try to sell to your list. What I would follow if I was you is I would say, okay, every so many emails I send would be value. Then I would send one asking them to buy something. Or you could ask them to buy something in the email if the majority of the email is value that you're giving away, content, training, news, things like that. And then you can have a small ad at the bottom or at the top inviting them to actually engage with you either as a customer or to join your business opportunity. And that's something you will have to fill out with your list. You just have to test it and see which way you can do it with that. Okay, now reports. Reports can be really cool because what happens is that when you go ahead and set a campaign up, okay, you set a campaign up and then you have a campaign that's running. Okay, now inside of this campaign, you're able to do a couple of cool things. If you click over here on tracking, you can set it up to where it tracks a lot of things inside those emails. One is that you can integrate Google Analytics with it, so you could do even deeper tracking, but you could track how many people open your emails. You could track how many people clicked on a link in your email. Okay, so you could do several things that you can do as far as tracking with that. Then what happens is over here under your reports, then you can run a report. You can run a report that will show you how many emails were sent out, how many people opened the email, first of all, then how many people clicked on the links or went through the email or passed through the email to your landing page, to your offer, or wherever you were pointing them at. So you can track every action that was taken in there, and then that would allow you to be able to go back in, look at where you're weak at, and strengthen that by changing some things up until you hit a conversion number that you want to hit. Very, very powerful. Okay? So in a nutshell, that's MailChimp. You could do a lot of cool things with it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to switch back over, and I'm going to let the guys go ahead and mute themselves. And then what they're going to do is they're going to go ahead and sign up for free real quick if they haven't done it already. So you guys can go ahead and unmute yourselves right quick. Have either one of you guys signed up for MailChimp yet?
I did.
You did already? Okay. Yeah. What about you, Jay? Have you signed up yet, James?
Doing it right now.
Okay, go ahead and do it right quick then, and we'll wait for you. It shouldn't take you about 5 minutes to do it. Okay, Trey, so let me ask you a question. So what do you think about MailChimp, just seeing what you done saw so far and not really getting in there and playing with it yet, though?
From what I've seen, it looks like a really good service that you could use to its full capabilities if you really wanted to. And then the usages and like the extensions of it go really deep into like, they're just a basis of marketing, and it almost seems like a must-have if you're planning to market and communicate with your audience.
Right, because see, even though email now is saying like the granddaddy of communications with social media and things like that, it's still one of the most valuable assets you can have in your marketing thing, because you got some guys that generate six-figure incomes or some seven-figure incomes based off of nothing but email marketing. I mean, because at the end of the day, people still answer their emails. And you're able to do a lot of things with that email. You know, you can send video in it. You can send audio links in it. You can send pictures. You can do a lot of different things with it. But the average person on your list will be worth $1 to you every month. Because sometimes you might just want to, give me an idea, you might want to share with them, like, let's say, for instance, if you're talking to them about owning their own business online. They might say, okay, well, Trey, I need to have a website online. I don't have a website. But you can go in and you can sign up as an affiliate with one of the web hosting companies.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one I got my hosting through, Site 5, they pay $50 or $65 per referral, and then it goes up as you get more referrals. So inside of your email, you could just be communicating with them about starting a business from home and giving them some value and some tips and things like that. Then at the end, you could say, do you need web hosting? Click here for a cool web hosting solution.
Yeah.
And they'll go in and they'll sign up for a $10 web hosting account, and Site 5 or one of the companies like HostGator or something like that, they'll pay you a minimum of $50 for every one of those you send to them that does that. And the reason why they'll do that is because it costs them an average of $150 to $200 something to acquire that same customer online, because it's such a hyper competitive market.
Mm-hmm.
So they get off a lot cheaper by paying you, but then they only have to pay when there's a sale. So it's not like with advertisement. And I think with both of them, with Site 5 and HostGator, I think once you get past 15, it goes up to $100, and you get paid that the next month. Now I'm gonna show you something right quick. And James, you probably remember, I took you guys to this site. I'm gonna show you something right quick. Well, anyway, I won't do it because I just stay on track. But anyway, there are some affiliates out there, man, who are making big money. James, you remember I took you to that smart passive income site?
Yeah.
Okay, that dude there makes about 5,000 plus a month just off of a resource page that he has his web hosting affiliate link on there. I mean, that's what kind of numbers you can do off of like
Now, when you
that.
say resource page, what do you mean?
Okay, I'm actually gonna get ready to show you guys, because I'm gonna show you what I'm doing on my site with a campaign, and I set a resource page up, but I didn't put anything on it. So I'll take you and show you to what I'm talking about, and then you guys can see. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back over. So Herb, you got yours set up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and Trey, you got yours set up. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back over and share my screen again.
Should we mute ourselves?
Yeah, go ahead and mute yourselves. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, can you guys see that? See the
MailChimp?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is take you guys and show you a little bit of what I'm getting ready to do with my blog, and then you guys can see if it makes sense to you. Now, James, your blog should be ready tomorrow. You'll be able to get in there and start playing with it. Trey, you're gonna actually be marketing from a Facebook page, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, now one of the cool things about MailChimp is, Trey, I have to get there and show you how to do it, but they have a Facebook app that you can integrate with your Facebook page. And I'm going to show you what it'll look like without going there. Hold on one second. Okay, you see how I have my Facebook page, right? And then when you click on training, it takes you to an app by 22 Social, where I'm able to have some information and a call to action. But well, anyway, MailChimp has an app that would give you a page similar to this, but it won't have all this stuff on there, but where you can use as an opt-in form on Facebook. Does that make sense to you, Trey?
Yeah.
So where you won't have a website, you're going to be doing everything from a Facebook page. You still could do the same thing that we're going to be doing from our websites with your Facebook page.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let me take you guys to my blog right quick. Now, James, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you what you're going to be able to do with your blog, and it's something that I'm doing with this one here.
Okay.
Okay, now one of the things that you could do with MailChimp is, another cool thing about MailChimp is, since it's a platform that a lot of people use out there, a lot of your startups, a lot of your bloggers, things like that. I mean, it's one of the most popular email management clients out there. But let's say, for instance, like I have pages up here. Okay, then I have blog posts down here. So let's go click on one of my blog posts right quick. Now I'm going to show you something. Now, I downloaded a free plugin that allowed me to do a couple of things on my blog. Do you notice this box right here, this opt-in box? That's tied to my MailChimp. This opt-in form goes to that one list I was telling you guys about, that Freedom Manifesto. Okay, So I have an opt-in box that is actually inside of the sidebar of every page now. And I was able to go in and customize the colors to go along with what I'm doing here. Then at the end of every post, okay, I was able to add a different type of opt-in box. So now they can't go anywhere on my site without hitting the opt-in box. This is my About Me page. There's the opt-in box there. It's in the universal sidebar. And there it is down there. Now, on your blog, what you can do is, now this is your marketing funnel here. You can actually go to your blog now, once you get your MailChimp set up, and you can literally start posting as much content as you want to post, building up your traffic to your blog. This box right here and this box right here is going to build your email list for you around your content. Now remember, they say the average subscriber on your email list is worth an average of $1 a month to you. So if you were to go out here and you were to build up, say, 100 people a month on your email list, in the course of a year, you have 1,200 people. That's $1,200. Now, some people go out and do 1,000 in a month, depending on what your content is like, how much traffic you get to your site. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay. Do you see how powerful this could be around your content?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, the cool thing is as people put in their information here, it's really doing multiple things for you. One is it's allowing you to build a list so you can keep that relationship going. But the second thing is, remember, we can always run campaigns to that list. Now, that campaign can have something to do with my actual blog and content, or it can have something to do that's totally irrelevant to my blog content. What I mean by that is I might come across a piece of software, again, that I think my audience might want, that might be value-based to my audience. I can actually send out an email offering that piece of software to my audience, get so many of them to convert, so many of them will convert into sales, and those sales will turn into profits for me outside of my blog. So you're building two things at once. You're building up a list and you're building up your blog. But that list can make you money separate from your blog. And again, it's everywhere you go, and you can customize the colors to look the way that you want them to have them look, and you can build that list up. Now, give me 1 second here. Now, I'm going to show you something else that you can do too. And it can be very powerful if you do it the right way. Okay, so give me 1 second here. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that for another training. I'm not even gonna confuse it. I'm gonna save it for another training. Okay, do you guys see what the benefit that would be by integrating that that actual email capture form inside of your Facebook pages and also inside of your blogs and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and both of you guys understand the power of actually doing your marketing out there and driving them to a landing page or a squeeze page and building that list on the back end outside of your
Oh,
blog.
yeah.
Okay, do you see how both of these can work hand in hand now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let me show you something that you guys can do. Okay, this is something that I'm doing on mine. Okay. Now, some people you're going to want to send directly to your blog so they can build a relationship. So I'm going to show you what I got so you can just see a couple things that's taking place on here. First of all, when they hit my blog, it's building up it's building up relationship with them in their mind because of the way I'm doing everything. Here, I'm building a list that can make me money. Here, I'm providing content and value. Now, this is a training that I shot today that's based around kind of what we're talking about, the whole marketing funnel, but it's a little bit more advanced. Okay, so I'm giving some value their way. So I gave them some value there, and now I'm able to ask them for their email, right? Okay, but I'm doing something else inside of my my blog that you guys can do the same thing inside your Facebook pages and stuff. At the end of every blog post, I created this block of text that I just copy and paste into every blog post. And there's something I was using on my other blog too. And what it does is it allows for me to be able to have a signature that kind of gives some of my personality. But right there in the middle of it, I got a link that says click here to see how we are using a unique business strategy to experience time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. And then when they click on this, it takes them to the landing page. So now, inside of this content that I'm doing, I can run standalone ads and promotions away from my blog to that landing page. Okay, and that's with the postcard and the classified ads. But now I can add a whole nother dimension to that same campaign by actually dropping it at the end of all my content. So again, I build some uniqueness about me versus to the next person by having this type of signature here. But then I have a call to action right in the middle of it that's going to lead them to what I call the money spot for me, which is my landing page. So on this blog now, I gave them value here, so that's going to attract the people there. I captured their email address here. I captured here to build my list to make me money. But then at the same time, they can go here to get on that list and to see my actual opportunity. Does it make sense to you guys?
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back around again so you guys can see me. So anyway, what I'm going to do is go ahead and wrap that up, and then what we'll be doing is in some future Hangouts, I'll probably do it next week, we'll get a little bit more in depth because James, your blog should be up, and Trey, your Facebook fan page should be set up. Then the next step of what we'll do is next week we'll work on creating some ads. So you guys, I'm going to show you guys how to go on Craigslist and play some ads. I'm also going to show you how to take your post on your Facebook pages and stuff, and how to take some of those and link back to these landing pages that you guys are doing and create campaigns around them. And then last but not least, next week, so we'll do that with all three of them. So James, why don't both you guys make a note of it, remind me that we got 3 Hangouts next week. So one Hangout, I'm going to show you how to go in to Craigslist and post 2 types of ad, a text-based ad and an image ad that'll kind of look like their postcard, right? Okay, or it could be the pictures like y'all post on Facebook with the text and the pictures. That's going to be one day. The next day, I'm going to show you guys how to integrate the ads from your Facebook and your other social media to your landing pages. Okay, then the third day, what I'm going to show you guys how to do is just what I did with my blog. I'm going to show you how to integrate that on the blog. Trey, it won't be relevant to you right now, but you can learn it right now. But James, it'll be relevant to you because I should have your we should have your blog done by tomorrow, and you should be able to get everything set up, you know. So that's what we'll cover next week. So we'll just dig this out deeper and stuff. And then what we might do next week is, if we have enough time, we might go in and work on creating some sample emails that we'll send out to the people and stuff too. Because inside that email, you'll do the same thing. You'll have a headline, you'll have copy, give them some value, and then you're going to have them do something in that email. Because you can link from that email to a YouTube video, from that email to a landing page, from that email back to your blog. And you could do it vice versa and stuff. So what you create almost in a sense is almost like this spider web that you keep people inside your content. And so we'll have some fun with that next week. Okay, so any questions on that?
No.
No.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and pull the team site up, and then I'm going to show you some of the updates I did on the team site. It's not that many, but it'll kind of give you an idea of where we're getting ready to go with this and stuff, with the content and the training and stuff on the back of it. So I'm going to switch back over again. Give me 1 minute to get it pulled up. Okay, so let me get it. Okay, guys, let me know when y'all can see that.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, good. Okay, to everybody that's looking in on this, who hasn't seen this already, this is our private team site that we're setting up. Um, Basically, this is for our personal team here. Everybody that's signed with us in Wake Up Now in the big network. And we're setting this up to create a piece of virtual real estate that we own and control, that we can actually have in place to be able to upload all the content and all the training and all the tools that our team needs to be successful in Wake Up Now and any online venture that they're trying to actually engage in. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get logged in. Okay, and basically the way this site works is as soon as they log in, they welcome with our logo, our picture, a quick intro audio. This right here is a quick intro to what we're doing with the site here. If they click here, it takes them to our getting started right. And pretty much what we're doing here is we're just laying down the foundation of what to expect with our team and out of this resource. We're talking about mindset, habits, taking action, and things like that. They click here, it takes them to another page. And on this one right here, what we're going to do here is we're talking to them again about goal setting and things like that that they need to do to get the best run with this. And right here, we mentioned to them a couple of pieces of free software that they can actually download that will help them with the process of what they're getting ready to do. And that's to get off to a running start in their business and what they're doing online. And we're going to be building this around a 90-day blitz. And right now, I just have some general information up here, but I've been working on a full page of a blueprint of how we're going to actually be getting everybody started really fast with this with our team, with Wake Up Now, and also with this platform that we're setting up here. This page here is pretty much right now, it's the master document for how to get going with our Wake Up Now business and our team. And pretty much it just goes over a lot of things with them all in one place. What to do next type of stuff. What should they be looking at? And again, I have a ton of stuff that I've been working on for the last day or so that's going to be added to this. Now, James, remember I was telling you about the thing that I wanted to have in place that they can get started with like in this first 48 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I was able to go in today and I was able to start organizing some things, and I got that pretty much set up, and it's going to be called a game plan interview. And we're actually doing it based off of the whole GoPro training that Eric Worre did in the book and the audio that you have. And I was able to write a lot of stuff out on the whiteboard today. Now I'm going to actually have Heather help me take it and transfer it to a page. So it'll be actually like a system that they can use to actually get started with, and it has a checklist to it, and it's going to integrate with what we have here. And then what we're going to be doing is also, too, is we're going to be putting together that 90-day game plan. That's going to be that 90-day blitz that we'll be doing to lead up to the September convention. And this will be something that if a person wants to actually engage with it, they can do it once a year. It's so intense, they say that a lot of people can't do it but one time a year because you go all out in a 90-day period. So we'll be adding that here. Whoever wants to actually engage with that can engage with that. Okay, so again, also, they can get to everything here. Now, the last but not least, if they click here, once they get past that, they're actually going to go to our core commitment page. And pretty much this is what we feel that they need to do on a regular basis, like on a daily basis, just to push their business forward. Okay, you can go here. So that way, if you're ever wondering what should you be doing, this is what you should be doing on a regular basis to push your business forward. Now, the next part that we're working on, we haven't got it finished yet, but I just had Heather start dumping a lot of that content that's over in that in our Facebook group to this section here, and this is going to be a running thing here. And so what she's doing is just adding all the text and stuff, and I have to go back in and add all the videos and things like that. But everything that's in that Facebook group is going to end up being here, all the updates and things that we did. So this would be almost like a blog when you come here. once we're done. So this will be the place where everybody will go to just to see like a lot of stuff they see in the Facebook group. It'll all be here in this section here. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now this is the part that I did. I don't know if you remember, James. I had this menu bar was a lot wider here at first. I had a lot more links. So what I did was remove some and clean some up and put them over here. So this is our Learn tab. And what I did was I started adding some content here, some training content and stuff. And what I did was I went in and I actually added a plug-in and a piece of software that allows me to be able to organize video content really good. And I'm going to kind of show you guys what I did. So now if you come to Learn, you click on the personal development. And let's say that you were to go to Jim Rohn. You click on Jim Rohn here. And it's going to pull up a page with him. Okay, if you notice here now, these are videos that this actual software pulls off of YouTube for me. Okay, and each one of these videos is one of his courses here. So let's say Cultivating the Unshakable Character. All you do is click on that. Then what happens, whatever you click on start playing in this big window. If you can notice, this is a 6-hour-long course. Okay, the best life ever. This is right at a 5-hour-long course. But now our people are going to be able to come back here and just sit under this teaching and this training. They don't have to worry about going and sifting through YouTube trying to find it. This software would always find us the videos that I programmed it to find, and it'll pull it inside this feed for us. And if you go here, this is the one that he did about building your network marketing business there. Take charge of your life. Again, this is another 4-hour one there. So you're talking about probably about almost 40 hours worth of training that's right here from one of the masters. This is Tony Robbins' mentor here. This is who Tony Robbins learned from, was Jim Rohn. Okay. Now if we go back to our Learn tab, I'm going to show you something else. Okay, this is Brian Tracy here. Okay, when it comes to peak performance and stuff like that, all I did was just went over there and identified some of the best. Okay, now this is his Secrets of Self-Made Millionaires. You can listen to that, The Psychology of Selling, which is a 5-hour-long one there. You click on this one right here. This is The Power of Self-Discipline. That's a 7-hour training. You click on here. Eat That Frog. That's a 2-hour-long one. Again, these are all some of the best trainings. The Power of Clarity, which is a real good one that he had out. That's almost a 7-hour one when you get done with it. So again, our people can come here and they can sit under one of the masters on selling, on peak performance, on leadership, Mr. Brian Tracy. I have a lot more that I'm going to be adding. Here's Art Williams. Again, the grandfather of network marketing, the father of Primerica and A.L. Williams. Again, I have some of his best speeches here. All this is being pulled in through a feed. You get down here to entrepreneurship. I wanted to actually just expand some of the people's minds, because even though they're doing network marketing and other things that we'll be doing through the big network, you have to think big picture. Okay, so what I went in and started finding some of the ones that I had in my archive, some of the best sources. And this is Jamie Tardy here. And what she does is she goes out and interviews millionaires. Okay, so each one of these actual interviews is right around an hour long. And so our people will be able to come here and they'll actually be able to listen to some of these principles and things by these millionaires. Okay, again, all you have to do is click on this. And there's your interview there. But you're going to hear from some of the best minds out here that's out here doing things in tech startup, marketing, traditional business, things like that. Now, one thing, too, is if you notice you have a 2 and a 3 here. So that means if you click next, it takes you to a whole nother page with a whole nother set of listings. Okay, you click next again. It's going to take you to the 3rd page. You click previous, it takes you to the page that you were at before that, and previous again. So again, right here, if you look 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're looking at almost 24 hours just on this page here. Now, one of the cool things about this content is that I'm going to actually be reaching out to a lot of these content providers and letting them know that we want to actually get all their newest stuff. And so that way
we can get it before it even hits YouTube and things like that. Because the reason why they would do this is because we are bringing awareness to their brands. And if they're selling coaching and training and things like that, their whole goal is to get this content out, wherever they can get it out at. And a lot of them put it on YouTube, and we have the ability of being able to go in and pull that YouTube channel right to where we're at right now. Now, the other way that we could have did this was by going in and copying the embed code and pasting it on the pages. And I was so happy that I found this, man, because it allowed me to be able to get in and do it in a real efficient way and to be able to stay on top of it. So again, that's Jamie Tardy. I advise everybody to go listen to her stuff. Money follows money. Okay, this is the Genius Networks here. Again, just another powerhouse when it comes to big thinking. This guy here, Joe Polish, is one of the masterminds around direct response and business optimization. And him and Alice Mandozian used to do a lot of things. But again, if you come here, all these are just interviews with some of the best business minds. Tim Ferriss from the 4 Hour Work Week. And our guys can come here now and they could just sit up under this good training and stuff and get these references. Again, when you click on here, it opens up more. And again, each one of these videos is probably right at an hour long. So you're probably looking at right there. Let's do this right here. Let's go back to page 1. We're just gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 24 hours per page. So you're probably looking at 100 hours of some of the best training. Now, if you were to have to go to a seminar from any one of these that I'm showing you, you would probably spend thousands of dollars to hear from some of these experts and stuff. But we figured out a way to be able to go in there and tap into what they're already putting out there on the internet for free for anybody to consume. We figured out a way to organize it and bring it back to our site and put it in a way to where our team now can access some of the best training out there and some of the best content. Okay, now I'm going to go from there. And again, another one is 10X Talk. And this is done again by Joe Polish here and Dan Sullivan, which is another big, as far as marketer, business optimizer, one of the top thought leaders in the space. And again, just more content, same thing, just really, really good content. And we'll be getting all the new episodes from that. And again, you go in, you're talking right around an hour and something per one. Mindset is everything. Personal development is everything in what we're doing. This one here, not that many on here, but again, another one that Joe Polish and them did that I followed. Each one of these, man, you dive into these. These are about an hour to 2 hours long, each one of these. But these guys really break down and they really explain the whole concept of direct response marketing. And James, just like you're getting ready to embark off doing your blog, and both of you guys are getting ready to do your ad campaigns and stuff. These guys teach you how to actually think about marketing the correct way and how to go through the process of thinking about your marketing funnel and what you're doing and stuff like that. So again, very good. Now, one of the things I'm gonna be doing on here that I didn't do, I'm gonna be adding to this. I'm going to actually put a link here, and I'm gonna show you why. Because if you come here to their website, see their first thing that they do is a podcast. And I just didn't get time to do it yet. But every last one of these are going to have a link back to their websites at the top. And I'm just going to try to see if I can see what number it was. But these guys are on a high number. They're on like number 200 and something of their podcasts. Okay? But so what's going to happen is on our page, there will end up being a link. Actually, I'm going to do it right now just to show you guys how it's going to work. So give me 1 second. So we're going to do this live while we're doing it, just so you guys can get an idea of how this will look. Give it a minute to catch up with us. Running kind of slow because we're streaming. And this site, the back end of this site is have a couple things running on the back end of it, so it's a little bit slow. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put that live link in here right now so we can actually have it. Okay, so click here. I did it on some of the other ones. Okay, so we'll do that. As you guys notice, I got this interface back here really simple and really easy, just like actually writing an email. I got it like that, so it's easy for me to come back here and publish the content and stuff. That's one of the beauties of using the WordPress platform. Once you get it set up, then all you have to do is come back here like you're writing an email. It just takes you a lot to get all the everything set up to run with it. So what you're going to see now is I'm going to show you guys how this is going to look now. And like I said, I've done some of the other ones like this. I just hadn't got to this one yet. Okay, so now when our guys come here to look at this information and stuff here, they can click right here and actually go to the website now and get all the newest stuff, but actually tap into those podcasts and stuff, so they can start hearing from some of these thought leaders and these business people. And that right there, that was Egan Payton there. Yeah, see, this guy here, I mean, master. This is a master right here at marketing, influence, and things like that. So again, you know, quality content that would cost you thousands of dollars to access. Okay, so that's how we're doing it on that. So now, when you go here also too, this is one that I have been following for a while, and I thought it would be good just to be able to expand people's minds and show them how things are being done. Because when it comes to network marketing and stuff and building out your brand online and stuff, you want to actually create you a hub, a brand online that's bigger than the network marketing company that you are actually promoting. So you want to promote your personal brand and create your brand, kind of like I'm doing with the big labs and the big pages and all this. So if you come here, this is the fat startup, and this is where hip hop meets startup. So you'll see these guys, they'll interview a lot of the players out here, like Gary Vaynerchuk, people like that and stuff, but they bring it from a tip to where another demographic might get turned on to this, because it's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's more laid back. Okay, it comes from a hip hop and an urban flavor, but they actually interview, you know, everybody from the hip hop arena to everybody in the tech space and things like that. So I thought it would be good because, you know, one thing about our team is we have a diverse team. And different people are trying to do different things out there with their publishing and how they're actually wrapping their Wake Up Now into what they're doing and stuff. I seen some guys the other day that were a record label, and they switched over from a record label to being a team in Wake Up Now. And they're taking everything that they did with the record label and meshing it with Wake Up Now to promote their Wake Up Now, but to also hopefully further their careers with the record label. So that's why I did something like this, just to give people another flavor. Really good content, very smart guys, man. I mean, and they're actually picking the brains of some of the best out there. Okay, now let's get to multi-level marketing. Okay, now you guys are gonna be really excited about this, because I went in and I pulled the Godfather Eric Worre. I set up an Eric Worre channel. Now, if you go and look here, okay, again. Now, you see it's 12 pages there. It's 25 videos per page. So we got about 300 of his videos on here that we were able to pull from the feed in YouTube, from his channel. Now, the cool thing about Eric Worre is that when you go to his website, okay, you have to go there on a daily basis, because he uploads one new video every day. And if you can see this, he's on video 1068, okay? So we link to it from here because we want our guys to get the best training. We are all actually plugging into his GoPro training system. So I said, why not pull it all right here with the master itself? So you go through here, and what you're going to see here is, man, again, it's just so much value, because he interviews some of the biggest names in network marketing. I was looking at a guy the other day that he was interviewing, and man, I was telling Trey about this, James. This guy was in network marketing for 10 years. No, it was 11 years, and he was with 10 different companies. In those 11 years with those 10 companies, the guy never was able to sponsor anybody. He stuck with it over the whole 10-year span. He went one more year. That next year, he made $8 million in network marketing. He makes $8 million a year now in it. Isn't that crazy? almost 10 years of not sponsoring anybody, but I was able to hear that interview on her. And you guys, when you get on her, man, I mean, you're not going to want to leave us, because you're going to hear from some of the best on this channel here. And so you want to make sure you go through here, listen to his training, because he gives you what you need to hear. He's going to teach you how to do network marketing the correct way. And he breaks it down into chunks so you're able to consume it. And then again, he does have longer videos on her, about an hour to hour and a half, where he's doing real in-depth interviews with some of the masters of network marketing. Now, also on there, I have this guy here, Mr. Todd Falcone. Okay, again, this guy goes back almost 20-something years since I've been following him. Was one of the biggest recruiters out there, built some of the biggest networks out there in network marketing. Switched over here probably about 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, ended up becoming a trainer. Okay, so what he does now, he works the speaking circuit. He does a lot of training for network marketing organizations and consulting work with corporate and stuff like that. Again, I have a lot of his content. Now, what his specialty was learning how to actually tap into the cold market in network marketing. So if you're running out of friends and family to talk to, this is the guy that you want to follow, because he breaks it down and gives you the real deal. Again, we have 10 pages of almost 20-something videos, so we're talking about almost 200-something videos on here. Okay, and again, you can click through, and what I did on here is I sent you right to his YouTube channel, where you can get all his newest stuff. So our people are not going to want for training. I'm just getting started with this. I got so much stuff that I'm going to be uploading that you're not going to need anything for training. Okay, this is a guy that I had turned you on to, James, and I had to go in and add his stuff. He's in Wake Up Now, a good guy for us to be able to learn from, and our team to learn from, with Steve and Rachel. Okay, I like the way he does what he does and stuff. And so what I did was I went in and I set him up, and then I pulled, from his channel. So we're going to be able to actually go in and tap into his training. It's one of the things that he likes. He likes helping the whole Wake Up Now. And so he actually does a lot of training for groups who don't have their own training and stuff, and they're not even in his downline. And so now our team is going to be able to tap into all the training that he does. Again, he puts out a lot of content, a lot of training, and they'll be able to get it right here in the back office of here now. And then what I did was also too is we'll go here. Now on this page here, right now it goes to our landing page for our Freedom Hangout. But what that's going to end up turning into is a page that archives all our training videos that we're doing right now, kind of like this one we're doing on this call here. Here, I started a page with all the different Wake Up Now video presentations, and I found a lot more that are really good. So this page is going to end up turning into like one of those video pages you just saw, with all the different presentations from all the different leaders in Wake Up Now. The same thing will happen with this with product training. Okay, these are all the product trainings here from like Brandon Boyd and them and stuff. But I'm gonna end up creating a channel to look just like those video channels for that right there and stuff too. Now, if you get down here, again, this is our library. I've been organizing books that I'm gonna be uploading here pretty soon. But again, this is the library here. And the way it works is that when a person comes in and they click on this, it tells them a little bit about the book here. They click here. It actually takes them to a virtual book. They can read the ebook right here online. Now, what I got to set up is so people can't download the book. So we won't be distributing ebooks, so I can allow people to look at my private library. So that's why I got it set up like this. So the only thing they can do is read. They can't do any download or anything like that. Got a ton of ebooks, man. We're going to have a lot of books for people to read and just feed their minds with that. And then here, I have about 5 of these channels I'll be creating. And again, this guy here is a master at what he does. If any of you guys want to learn how to do your video editing and your video marketing and stuff, this guy here is not only is he top notch on his video editing and how he creates his videos, but he's a real marketer too. And I got about 5 of these channels that'll be up here in the next week or so that's going to teach you how to get in and do everything with your videos and stuff like that. And that's under video marketing. And then this right here is our audio training section. And this is where we'll have like Think and Grow Rich and all those different, like I was saying, like the laws of success, all those different audios will be found on this page for people just to come and they can come and listen to all the audios and stuff like that. We're going to literally have a ton of them. But one of the things I'm also going to do is that I'm going to probably take up here and put a link to a different page here. And on that page, it'll be a running list of some of the best podcasts for people to go out and listen to that'll help them with their mindset and their skill set and things like that. So on this front page, you will actually have audio embedded on here. It'll be a long page of audio, and we'll constantly update it. It'll turn it 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. But then here, it'll be a hyperlink that they'll click on and it'll open up to a page, same kind of text, but on here, instead of being embedded audios, it'll be links to actual podcasts that they can go listen to that will help them feed their minds and get their skill sets and stuff up from there. Okay, so that's pretty much it for right now. A lot of stuff. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch back over and just get you guys feedback from that and the direction that that's going in, and then we'll go ahead and get this wrapped up. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go first, James. What do you think about that so far?
Man, I'm really excited about it. Man, I can just see the possibilities now.
Can you see? That's a lot of content back. There's a lot of value content.
It's a lot of content, but it's a lot of very much needed content.
Right.
It's not just no fillers. It's stuff that's actually gonna make a difference.
Right,
and that's what I'm more excited about than anything.
And that's what I was trying to do. And like I said, I got a lot more I still got to get up. But the way that's going to work is that would never actually go to the Facebook group. People are going to have to come over and actually interact with our training site. And it's going to be worth it for them, man. Because, I mean, some of that content, there are some of them guys that you're going to be listening to back there. You couldn't, the average person couldn't afford to go to their seminars, let alone sit up under their training like that. Mm-hmm. You're going to be able to just marinate up under that training and learn all them skill sets and things like that. Like I'm excited about it. I really am. And
one thing I want to add is when I saw the ebooks at first, I was like, man, who's gonna sit at their computer and read an ebook? But then I thought about it. I said, you know what? People got their phones. Some people got tablet phones. Some people got tablets. And if you're a person with a tablet, just go to the website like you normally would on a computer. Hit the ebook. Turn your tablet vertical. And it's going to put the pages vertical exactly like you're reading a book. And right. You can get tablets, for $100. Some for $59. It's all text right off. It's a business expense. So right. It's no excuses now for anything.
Right. And that's another thing. You hit on an important point. Our whole training site is mobile ready. So you can access it on your cell phone. It's responsive. So if you're on a cell phone, it actually decreases down to the size of your cell phone. Everything is easy to navigate. The menu is easy to access. And just like James said, you can click on a video. You can watch a YouTube video. You can click on an audio and watch an audio. Everything shrinks down to your phone size, and even your ebooks. That's all responsive too. So that thing decreases or stretches to the size that you're actually engaging with it on there. So again, go ahead.
That's going to be powerful for people who are still working a 9-to-5 right now. You can take your training with you now. While you doing your 9-to-5, train on their dime too.
There you go. Okay, Trey Meister, what you think about it?
I think that it adds more than just a marketing teaching from this, but it just teaches you how to network. It teaches like different advertising and sales and psychology, self-help perspectives, and it just makes this from just networking, let's bring people into it, but teaching you more than useful. It teaches you useful skills for this, and it's just a lot of training that will help you outside of this. I think it's going to help people better themselves in other aspects of life.
Right. And you guys made me think about something. I do have a sales channel. I forgot to add that one up there, link it over there. But I went in and I identified one of the best sales trainers. And what I like about him was that he brought it down to very practical. on it. And we're gonna actually, that channel is made already. I just got to get it linked up and everything. But I did find about 3 actual sales training experts for our guys to go in and learn how to sell, to learn how to present the correct way, to learn how to close a sale the correct way, and ask for the sale. You know, we hear a lot of times that there's really no selling in network marketing, but that's a lie because you're selling the whole time. You know, when you're inviting a person to check out your video, that's a sales process. When you ask them what they liked about it, that's a sales process. When you ask them, so are they ready to get started, that's a sales process too. So I got some of the best sales training that you guys will be able to get access to, but it's what they call consultative selling. So it's not what you were used to seeing like with the hard nose selling. You know, this is more like where you just lead a person to where they need to go to. But I do have 3, I think it's 3 channels I put together for that, for some of the best sales trainers. So you'll have that. I actually got one that's a phone. That's all he specializes in, is phone sales. You know, how to get on the phone, how to build a relationship on the phone, and how to actually close, you know, sales and deals, but don't feel like you close nobody, that type of thing. Things that, just like both you guys say, skill sets that we need doing what we're doing, but skill sets that'll help people. They can transfer it to their jobs, they can transfer it to another business and things like that. I'm excited about it because it's going to be a lot of value that we're going to be able to give back there. And the cool thing is that all these guys who went out here and got all this experience, they actually put this content out there for people to consume. And so we don't even have to worry about being the experts ourselves. It relaxes us and allows us to be able to get in and play our positions and then turn people on to the experts and be able to bring them the best, you know, the best training, the best value and things like that. So I'm excited about it. So I'll be giving you guys another update next week because I should have, man, probably like another 10 of them added by next week with just the ones I didn't get up yet. And we're going to be plugging people into. I will also have that 90-day game plan and all that stuff integrated in there, hopefully by Tuesday. So probably for like our Thursday meeting or whatever, we'll be able to show all that stuff too, and just start getting everybody plugged in and things like that. Any more questions before we have to get off? Okay, well, I thank both of you guys for joining me on here. I thank the audience, whoever's watching this either now or later. I thank you for actually getting on. And I had something else I wanted to do, but we'll save it to the next one. And I'll just make sure that we do that for our Monday one. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get off, and we look forward to seeing you on the other side of success. Thank you.